What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lee. Everyone call me Creator Zen on YouTube. I haven't made a TikTok yet, but I'm gonna be moving to that soon. But I'm not gonna go too off into Mars, so to speak. I just wanted to make this video, letting you guys know where I'm at right now, my journey of life, and I just wanted to make this video kind of in a way to inspire myself later on. So earlier this week, I applied for my first sales job. Well, not necessarily my first sales job. My first sales job was working at T-Mobile as a sales rep a few years ago while I was still in high school. Um, this sales job I applied for was a sales job in life insurance, but I didn't get it. This is my first sales job I applied for that was fully commission based, and it was just me trying to expand my skill set because I'm someone that chases skills. I want to be able to be a man of many skills one day, things that could help me and my family and help the world practically, and be more of a leader than a follower. So with that being said, that led me on this journey of looking for a sales job. So while I was looking for a job, I wanted to have something that was remote, something I could do from home, something that I can build my sales skill up while also being able to work on other things and still be able to have time to make videos and, work on the direction I really want to be at in life, not just do anything right now just to earn money. So this got into, I got into the mindset of, well, we're going to be doing this, so let's do this right. And when I got into the interview, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I wasn't as prepared maybe as I should have been. Maybe I wasn't in the right mindset, but I didn't think my outer appearance was that big of a deal. Now, I went in there with my merch. Like I had a my hustle beanie, had one of my hoodies on, some sweatpants, and in my mind, I didn't even think anything of it. I'm so happy at the fact that me and my family came together. We made something from scratch with something that came from our minds and brought it into the world that I didn't realize or even think about how it looked in terms of a job interview. Now, when I sat in front of the lady, um, the interview probably lasted 20 seconds, if that, because once she seen me, at first she asked me to turn my camera on, and I was already in the midst of doing that, but I was just getting myself settled in. And when I turned my camera on, she seen the outfit that I had on, and once she seen it, she instantly told me, she doesn't think it's gonna work for me. And this is my first white collar job I actually ever applied to. I never even seen it as like a white collar job until I started doing my own research. But I looked into it, and that's exactly what it is. And when I thought about it later on, I was like, okay, well, she asked me to change my outfit, and I didn't take anything in the wrong way. I just figured that's just a different way that they do things at the business. And which is a good thing because I'm someone that I do listen. I feel like I'm very coachable. I might be hard headed sometimes, but if I feel like it's for the better, then I will definitely come around to it. So while we're on the call, she was telling me more or less, pretty much the outfit's a no go. It didn't even look like I was serious for the job, and I was like, okay, I understand that. And based on my response, I'm not sure if she just took it easy on me, or she seen potential in me, or she seen like the fact that I was receptive to the words she was saying. But she just told me pretty much like, well, we can reschedule this and we could try this again later if that's better for you. And I paused and I stopped because no no one likes their pride getting hit like that. Like especially when in my case it's something that I spent my time on. Thinking of all the design, thinking of the materials and stuff like that. The family it hit a little different. So once it got to that point, it was more or less like, all right, well, all right, you said you'll give me another opportunity. I know what you're expecting of me now, so moving forward, I know what to expect, and we're gonna move on from there. So that's all to say. I didn't get the job at first. Right, at first, I didn't get the job, and it wasn't until a week later where we met again on the Zoom call. We had this time I was in a suit. I wasn't sure. I don't think I wore a tie, but I wore like a white collared shirt with a jacket, and all the way down to the pants. And it was a completely different vibe. But I felt like from that moment on, she knew I was coachable. She knew that it's something that I actually wanted, and that I wasn't willing to just give up like that, because I'm someone that wants, like I said, I had bigger goals, bigger dreams than just a sales job. Like, this is just, I'm seeing this as a training ground for me, not just the end all be all. I feel like as I was growing up, I focused more or less on just living day by day, not really thinking of how the world was run. Excuse me. So now that I'm thinking more or less like a businessman, thinking about what I can do with sales, and if I even have the ability to sell something, it's magnifying everything in my life, because now I'm starting to see things in a different way, in a different lens, so to speak. And I feel like it's pretty cool, because I was given another opportunity, and I want to make the best of the opportunity that was given to me. And to do that, I just got to put my best foot forward. So I'm gonna start having a kind of like a dynamic or a structure to these videos that I'm gonna be making, because I want this to be like an IRL series, not only for me, but hopefully for whoever else ends up getting into a sales job and wants to learn about sales. Something where I could like have a problem, I could have the solution into it, and then at the end, I could provide you guys with what's going on in my head, like my thoughts based on what chose me to move the way I did, and what caused me to move forward. So yes, and following that structure, I'll say the problem was I was underprepared. And that's for any job interview. I don't think you should go to any job interview wearing the sweatpants and a hoodie. Like, of course, be yourself. But what I really learned is, throughout this part of my life right now, the perception that people have of you is super important. Like, I came in there, like I said, with a beanie, a hoodie, sweatpants, and I was proud of it, because it's something that my family, we created. So the intention was correct. I feel like, in my opinion, the intention was right. I was hoping that she at least ask about the outfit, because I don't think she's seen the brand before. I hope not, right? But I don't think she did. But she's standing on business, doing what she had to do, and which is cool, because I wouldn't have this realization now, where you gotta really, you don't have to think too much about what people see you as, but that also is a factor, right? You can't just just ignore it like it doesn't exist. Like, the way that you dress, the way that you are perceived does does change the way people treat you, and the level of respect that they have for you based on the way that you look. And that doesn't go on to say that you got to change as a person. Like, I feel like you should still be the same person, follow your system, and improve 1% every day. But just think about what it is that you're doing, the room that you're in, and really dictate how people see you, rather than leaving it up to chance. Because after I put on a suit, it was like, that's all she wanted, right? Like, so like, she just wanted me to see me in a suit and see that I was prepared and that I took it seriously. And then from that moment on, it kind of stuck with me, because it wasn't the fact that I didn't have a suit. I had closets full of suits. It's not like I didn't have the clothes. I had the clothes. I just didn't put that stuff on because I didn't think it was necessary. But because that tone was set, it allowed me to think ahead and think about what type of person that I want to be. It had allowed me to think about what tone I wanted to set based on how I was dressing. And like I said, y'all, I'm going to be myself. I'm still going to be creative. I'm still going to be doing what I have to do. And before going in there and trying to change everything, you got to at least figure out how things work. All right, that's That's my opinion, my philosophy. You gotta at least see how things work before you can go in there and just try to change everything. Make sure you're someone worth listening to, right? So I don't want to make this into a super long video. I don't even know what I'm gonna name this. This is probably gonna be titled like something like I applied for a white collar job and didn't get it or something like that. But all in all, I'm happy that I was able to do it, and I'm grateful that I had the opportunity, and I'll be able to document my journey along the way and keep you guys posted on how things went. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Peace.